Thanks for making it to Veterans Info Tap. Today we're going to be talking about the VA rating schedule, specifically to the 90%, moving to 100%. How far are you really from making it to the 100%? Everybody's situation is different, and sometimes we may feel or hear the closer you get, the further away you are. If this is something you're interested in, please hit that like button, help share the information, get through the YouTube algorithm, subscribe, and leave a comment if you'd like. So I think the best way to kind of start this off is the VA funny math. A lot of us understand it to some extent or another, but the example I like to give is somebody could have three 50% ratings, right? So you have three 50% ratings in this scenario. The VA is going to look at your ratings. They're going to take your highest rating first and go, okay, you're 50%. Well, that means you're 50% good still. You're 50% bad, you're still 50% good. So they'll set aside the 50% bad, then they'll go to your next rating, 50%. They're going to go, okay, your 50% rating here of your 50% bad is now 25%. Let's add that to your 50% bad. You're at 75% bad. That means you're still 25% good. Then they'll go to your next rating, and in this case, it's another 50. So 50% of your 25% good is 12.5. They're going to add that to your 75 and take you to 87.5%, which then automatically rolls to 88. Then they'll look to see if there's any more, no more conditions. Okay, your raw rating is 88, and they will then round you up from there. So your 350s does not equal 100. Now, let's say that you have a 70, 30, 30 rating. You got three conditions rated, 70, 30, 30. You're currently sitting at a 90% rating. And the way that works is your 70, 30, 30 is taking you to a raw score of 85. So using the VA funny math, it takes you to 85. Then what's going to happen is you're going to be a bit away from getting to your 100%. So, you have a lot more work to do. For example, you could go in and get rated for GERD, gastroesophageal reflux disease, and get rated at the highest level, which is 60%. So you get your 60% rating and you're thinking, wow, I'm at 85. This is super great. I should be at 100. And if you don't understand the VA funny math, and you don't do any research and you're not talking to the right people, you're going to be sitting there thinking you're going to be getting all of this back pay and everything's going to be, solid, and you're going to be rated 100. You get your decision letter back, feeling as though you're going to get a 60%. And it comes back, sure enough, you're at 60, and you start reading through it and you wonder why you're still at 90. Then the VA must have messed up. Well, the VAs took your raw score from 85 and now they gave you 94 and rounded back down to 90. Now, another example would be, let's say that your raw score took you up to a 94 and you went in and you got rated for something for 10%. Remember, what happens is in this situation, your 94% is your raw score. You go get another condition evaluated, and the VA comes back and says, hey, we're going to grant you 10%. Well, they're granting you 10% in this situation. You're 94% bad, you're 6% good. They're going to take that 6% good and go, okay, your 10% rating, your 10% new rating of that 6% good is 0.6%. They're going to add that 0.6% to your 94. Your 94 is now 94.6, which then rounds you to 95. Then the VA is going to look, no other conditions. Okay, let's close it out. 95 now rolls to 100. So, this is where I talk about every rating is important, no matter how small you might think it is, especially because you can leverage secondary conditions off of it, or your condition could get worse. 0% are wins. Because you can leverage off of a 0%, maybe a secondary condition, or that 0% down the road. It's conceded by the VA. So now if it gets worse, you can go in for an increase. So those are important things. But I hope that this shed a little bit of light on, how close you could be or couldn't be from 100% with a 90% VA rating. Thanks again, and remember, if we don't take care of each other, something went wrong. Have a good one.